Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're delving into the enigmatic realm of Russia's most audacious strategic deterrence with the Burevestnik missile, the nuclear-powered cruise missile that's been shrouded in secrecy since its reveal by Vladimir Putin in 2018 as a game-changer in global nuclear posture. Boasting theoretically unlimited range thanks to its onboard reactor and low-altitude stealthy flight path designed to outfox any missile defense system from Aegis to THAAD across vast theaters like the Arctic or Pacific. If you're a defense tech aficionado, a geopolitical strategist, or simply intrigued by the blend of cutting-edge nuclear propulsion, subsonic evasion tactics, and doomsday potential that positions this weapon as Moscow's answer to encirclement fears, you're in for a comprehensive and captivating breakdown. The Burevestnik NATO-designated SSC-X-9 Skyfall, and officially the M730, isn't just a conventional cruise missile, it's a ground-launched, low-flying behemoth developed by Russia's NPO Mashinostroyeniya, featuring a compact nuclear air-breathing engine for endurance flights exceeding weeks in theory, terrain contour following at 50 to 100 meters, altitude to hug the Earth and evade radars, and a nuclear warhead payload capable of megaton yields, enabling it to circumnavigate the globe or loiter indefinitely before striking high-value targets like command centers or carrier groups with impunity. From its troubled early tests, marred by a catastrophic 2019 reactor explosion that claimed lives, to the latest marathon flight of 14,000 kilometers in 15 hours just days ago, this missile has evolved amid sanctions and skepticism, incorporating inertial guidance fused with satellite updates for precision navigation over intercontinental distances, making it a versatile platform for strategic intimidation in scenarios from NATO's eastern flank to potential escalations over Taiwan proxies. We'll dissect its extraordinary capabilities in granular detail, deliver a thorough technical overview based on declassified assessments and recent disclosures, explore its critical role in Russia's asymmetric nuclear doctrine, toss in some chilling fun facts to heighten the intrigue, and close with the freshest updates as of October 26th. 2025, including groundbreaking long-duration tests and hints at deployment timelines. So, brace for impact, dial up the tension, and let's navigate the shadows for everything you need to know about Russia's Burevestnik missile. The Burevestnik's capabilities propel it into the stratosphere of exotic strategic weapons. Architected as an intercontinental doomsday deterrent to neutralize missile shields with a synergistic mix of nuclear endurance, subsonic stealth, and unpredictable trajectories, permitting it to infiltrate denied airspace, sustain indefinite patrols via reactor heat for propulsion, and deliver apocalyptic payloads against sovereign homelands or forward bases, with evasion profiles that render interceptors like SM-6 or Patriot batteries obsolete, offering Moscow a survivable second strike option that dwarfs legacy ICBMs in loiter time over theaters like the continental United States. At its essence, this missile dominates endurance and penetration, driven by a miniature nuclear ramjet engine, liquid metal cooled for efficiency, generating thrust equivalent to conventional turbofans but without fuel limits, achieving cruise speeds around Mach 0.7 to 0.9 for silent, efficient dashes spanning 10,000 to 20,000 kilometers or more, surpassing diesel-powered kin like the Caliber in operational flexibility by allowing weeks-long flights with mid-course adjustments. Its low observable flight stems from radar-absorbent coatings on the composite fuselage, serpentine inlets concealing the reactor glow, and terrain-hugging algorithms that skim at 50 meters over varied topography, from Siberian tundra to oceanic swells, forcing defenders to rely on ground clutter discrimination, while the inertial navigation system, augmented by GLONASS updates, locks onto targets with circular error probable under 50 meters, fused with an infrared seeker for terminal homing that evades electronic warfare without active emissions. For payload delivery, the Burevestnik accommodates a variable-yield nuclear warhead from megatons down to tactical kilotons, deployable in airburst or ground penetration modes to crater silos or vaporize fleets, with a combat radius theoretically unlimited. Extendable via global circumnavigation, empowering launches from Arctic silos to threaten Washington from polar approaches, or loop back unpredictably. And its radiation-hardened avionics suite with digital frequency hopping can spoof jamming or reroute via preloaded waypoints during contested phases. The Burevestnik's autonomy core, leveraging fly-by-wire controls and relaxed stability for maneuvers up to 3 G-forces, enables evasive jinks over choke points like the GI-UK gap, allowing a single missile to manage complex paths like simultaneous feints and deep strikes, all while the nuclear propulsion's thermal management dissipates heat signatures passively to mimic civilian airliners from afar. This unparalleled persistence makes the Burevestnik a doctrinal wildcard, primed to orbit adversaries in peacetime patrols, saturate defenses with networked variants for breakthrough, or execute standalone decapitation runs with synthetic aperture radar mapping fallout plumes at centimeter resolution through clouds, securing its place as a cornerstone of Russia's nuclear triad evolution through the 2040s. To truly grasp the Burevestnik's engineering enigma, let's scrutinize its technical specifications and test dynamics, as NPO Mashinostroyeniya's blueprint fuses atomic ingenuity with aerodynamic subtlety, crafting a weapon that's as persistent as it is phantom-like. Estimated at 20 feet in length with a wingspan of 10 feet and a launch weight around 5 tons, animated by a single nuclear ramjet core, scavenging atmospheric oxygen for combustion, yielding sustained thrust for Mach 0.8 sprints without refueling. The airframe stealth composites with boron carbide weaves slash radar cross-section to under 1 square meter, while enduring reactor temperatures exceeding 1,000 degrees Celsius, courtesy of variable geometry inlets, canted stabilizers, scattering returns, and ablative shielding for hypersonic re-entry phases if lofted, and the adaptive flight surfaces, sweeping 0 to 30 degrees, optimize low-level stability over undulating terrain at 100 knots. Avionics pinnacle with a redundant inertial/GNSS suite, boasting gallium nitride processors for jammed environments, synced to a distributed sensor net including forward-looking radars for obstacle avoidance up to 200 kilometers, and the payload bay cradles a 1 to 10 megaton thermonuclear device with variable fusing, augmented by decoy dispensers for saturation tactics totaling up to 4 per salvo. The self-defense includes plasma stealth generators to ionize air for radar bending and towed acoustic decoys against acoustic seekers. In trials, the Burevestnik unfolds with calculated menace. It erupts from a mobile transporter erector launcher in the Russian Far East, ignites the booster for initial ascent, the reactor spools up for cruise over 14,000 kilometers, the guidance contours valleys at 50 meters, then dives for warhead release over a mock Pacific target, while thermal baffles mask its signature, all in a 15-hour envelope that mocks finite-range rivals, positioning it as an existential asset for Russia's heartland defense in multi-domain crises. The Burevestnik's strategic imprint is seismic in Russia's fortress mentality, anchoring the strategic rocket force's exotic arsenal to pierce Western missile architectures in existential contingencies, especially over the Eurasian expanse or transatlantic vectors, where its infinite loiter and polar routing let it bypass layered defenses like ground-based midcourse, integrating with S-500 systems and Bore subs for hybrid salvos that overwhelm numerical edges. As Moscow accelerates towards serial production post-sanctions, it fortifies the escalate to de-escalate paradigm, shadowing Yankee patrols or coordinating with avant-garde hypersonics for multi-vector Armageddon, while prototype variants tease drone swarm extensions for distributed apocalypse. Fun fact, the Burevestnik's reactor could theoretically enable a globe-circling flight, returning to base for reuse, unlike one-shot ICBMs. Another zinger, its 2019 test mishap released isotopes detectable worldwide, earning it the ironic doomsday moniker from analysts. As of October 26, 2025, the Burevestnik program has notched a milestone with Russia's announcement of a successful 14,000-kilometer, 15-hour flight test on October 21st over the Sea of Okhotsk and Pacific, confirmed by Chief of General Staff Valery Gerasimov and hailed by Putin as a unique weapon ready to confound all defenses, marking the longest endurance run yet, amid claims of full operational readiness by 2026. Yesterday's briefings on October 25th detailed nuclear-capable integration without fallout risks in this iteration, with state media showcasing silo mock-ups at Kapustin Yar as production ramps, despite Western sanctions depleting older stocks. On October 22nd, Putin reiterated its invulnerability in a Kremlin address, eyeing deployments to northern fleets for Arctic patrols, while challenges like reactor miniaturization persist from the 2019 Nyonoksa blast that killed 5 With over a dozen tests logged since 2018 and potential exports off the table for allies like Belarus, the Burevestnik is etching Russia's edge in nuclear innovation. The Burevestnik missile is a spectral harbinger of strategic uncertainty, melding nuclear perpetuity with evasion artistry to redefine deterrence. What are your thoughts on the Burevestnik? Awed by its 14,000-kilometer test flight, wary of its doomsday potential, or skeptical of deployment timelines? Share your insights in the comments below, give this video a like if it launched for you, share it with your geopolitics crew, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the weapons reshaping global balances. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.